Thanks so much. Thank you, Jane, and thanks to everyone at the Alaska Women's Hall of Fame for this great honor. I'm humbled to receive it, and it's given me the opportunity to reflect on my life's path with deep gratitude. As a woman, I'm thankful for the hard work of generations of women before me who laid the foundation for me to live a life of my own choosing, not a life defined by others. I never take this for granted because many of the freedoms I enjoy were denied to my mother and my grandmothers. The change in women's autonomy and power came not by women gently asking and waiting for it, but because determined activists saw women's inequality as a wrong that needed to be set right and made it their mission for decades. So, however uncertain, awkward, or fraught my life's choices sometimes seem to me, I never forget how privileged I am to make them. As a lawyer, I'm thankful that I live in a country that honors the rule of law and aspires to serve justice equally. I've always seen law as a helping profession, and it's a profession I've been proud to be part of. I know from my own experience that justice can be served and hope restored through dedicated advocacy. I also know that preserving the promise of justice for all relies on an impartial judiciary and on judges who base their decisions on the law and facts of each case, not personal or political influences. So I'm thankful for the judiciary article in Alaska's Constitution, because since statehood, it's given us judges of the highest caliber and kept our courts focused on fairness, not favoritism. As an activist, I'm thankful for freedom of speech and association, which allow me to speak up and work with others on issues I care about without fear of retribution. In my years of human rights work, I was introduced to other activists who not only did not enjoy these protections, but suffered severe abuse by their own governments for peaceful work no different than what I've engaged in. Whether lighting candles for human rights, standing vigil against the death penalty, or giving voice to the plight of immigrants and refugees, I've always been painfully aware that the small acts of advocacy and protest I've pursued as my birthright would be dangerous or even deadly in many parts of the world. Activism might sometimes be, it has brought me some of the most rewarding times in my life and some of my most enduring friendships. To all that I've had the honor to engage in with the struggles, you will always be my heroes. As a writer and photographer, I'm thankful for the freedom of artistic expression and the opportunity it has given me to share not only my own stories, but the stories of others. When we hear and see people's stories, it's hard to dismiss them as stereotypes and hard to see them, not to see them as the individuals they are. I'm convinced that one of the very best ways to preserve our sense of common humanity in this world is to keep sharing our stories as truthfully and steadfastly as we can. To my fellow writers, you have enriched my creative life immeasurably, and you inspire me every day. And finally, as a human being, I'm thankful that I've been surrounded by compassionate and caring people my whole life, people who look beyond their own needs to consider the welfare of others and seem to have concern for the common good baked in their DNA. People who not only lifted me up personally when I needed it, but who offered wonderful role models for lives of public service. Because of them, I learned early the peace of mind, even the joy that comes from helping one's neighbor. So despite the divisive times we live in, I know there are countless people of honesty and goodwill who labor selflessly every day for a better world. And I'm deeply honored to walk beside them. Thank you.